EJ's podcast. Let's go! EJ's podcast with the building. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, EJ, I'm here in the building. Thank you very much for an amazing 2025. Our Spotify listeners, I think we got 144% increase.
Let's go.
Even though, I haven't been very consistent, but now we promise to be much more consistent. At least we'll be dropping episodes by the month or, twice a month or something like that. There's a lot of conversations that we have to be having now. But before I, start, I have to shout out our sponsors. EJ's podcast, this episode is sponsored and powered by Olu Podcast Studio. Oscar Yalovelin, that's our engineer. Shout out to him. Shout out to Olu Podcast Studio for powering and sponsoring this episode. And of course, I have to say to our listeners, our friends, our loved ones who have been supporting the brand, who've been supporting the podcast on YouTube, on Spotify, on all of our social media networks. Thank you very much for the support last year. We saw a lot of growth, a lot of, increase in numbers, and hopefully this year we continue to, to build and, of course, to inform you. Most of the thing that I want to personally do this year is to be informative, give you information as to things that are happening here, around us, and some of the information that we have that might be happening elsewhere. But, that being said, I have to introduce my friends that are with me today. Mr. P to my right is here. Mr. P, what's going on, brother?
Man, bless God, bless God.
Good. Good to have you. You're actually one of our hot guests.
For real.
You are in high demand.
No,
yes.
no salary.
Yeah. Please don't listen to him. Don't blind him. No salary. What is no salary?
No
You're
salary.
in high demand. They always ask, where's the guy? The guy with the dress should come back. But they want you to address certain questions. I'm going to read one DM that was addressed to you. I don't know if you know the person or not. But yes, Mr. P is in the building. And of course, my brother, Dr. Damio is here in the building. Come on.
Yeah.
Gunners, yeah.
Happy New Year, guys. Let's go.
Yes. Dr. Dami, people think that you give very, very mature advice from some of the feedback we got from the previous episode that we had done. They kind of like you. They say you sound very mature. And I don't know, there was a point that you made with some of the questions. I have to go back and see. But people think that your takes are very, very mature and they appreciate it.
They should hear him argue about us now.
Thank
Things
you.
are immature.
There's no maturity now.
Yeah, when it comes to us now.
No maturity.
There's no maturity now.
There's no maturity. But yes, our sports, actually, for those of our sports lovers, we actually have 2 episodes on football that are installed. I have them. So our engineer, our sponsors have already released them to me. We're just working on putting them out. So hopefully this week, we put something out on sports and a couple of episodes actually in the can. So we're trying to do, record as many episodes as possible so that we have enough to go out every now and again. But, personally, one of the things that's been bothering me lately is the issue of, people migrating. People migrating, whether to Finland here, whether to the UK, whether to, other countries, just to look for greener pastures, especially Africans migrating. So I think one of the conversations that I want us to have today is specifically on migration. We've dealt with relationship in the past episodes, people migrating as families and all of those things. But now there's been an influx of families migrating to Finland, especially on the basis of education, where one of the spouse gets admitted to the university, to school, and then they come with the husband and the kids. So I think I think it's our responsibility to shed some light on how these things work, so that people will not be gullible enough. I can say don't come to Finland, but I can also tell you that come the right way. Ask questions, know what you're doing. But, before we go into that, I believe, Peter, yourself, Dami, yourself, you've seen the latest update, which I think the law passed couple of months ago, 5-6 months ago, about you only have 3 months without a job and you'll be deported.
Yeah.
You've seen
Yeah,
that
about a few
that
months ago.
Yeah, it came out a few months ago that you need to have a job within 3 months after your studies. If you do not have a job, you'll be deported. There's no two ways about it.
Go back home.
Yeah, so I know that people don't get this. I mean, Dr. Dami, you've been, in the school, in the education, in the education aspect of things here in this country. You work with with the University of Olu and all of those things. What do you think, and how has this affected, things from, when the news broke out? Because you deal with a lot of foreign students, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. It was received with I wouldn't say mixed feeling because I'm not sure if it has any positive side.
Yeah.
It does, but it came with a lot of uncertainties. People not sure of, when they have contracts.
Yeah.
Then they want something that is long term.
Right.
To provide them that security.
Yeah.
So it's but I am depending on the unit or group you are working in. Some of the line managers are very. If they see, okay, you are a very good person to work with, and they make sure that, okay, this doesn't affect you, but it's aside the academia environment, it's brought a lot of uncertainties. I've seen a lot of people complaining on LinkedIn.
Yes.
People saying, okay, I've been living in this country for this
For
many
so
years,
amount of
paying
years,
tax and also that it's going to be like not bring a lot of people to Finland.
Right.
Because if you have that hanging thing
where you don't know
that you don't know,
yes.
like you know this rule that, okay, if I come to this country, okay, what if I'm retrenched and in 3 months that means I have to find something that doesn't give you a good stability,
right?
If you want
you
to come
can't be
and,
stable. Yeah,
so
that's
it's there are a lot of people that are complaining about it, that there will be shortage of expertise coming to Finland. So that's how it's been in the whole.
With Dami saying that, that's very interesting because even with the, that law has been set, but we have also noticed, personally, I've noticed a heavy influx of people coming in on education basis and also with the promise that as soon as they get here, they will work. They will get a job and things like that. Peter, you mostly walk on the street. You meet with a lot of people. What has been the temperament so far with people in the street based on the work? The 3 months no job, going back home situation, and of course some more new people who are coming in to join. The kind of work that in the line of work that you are in.
Over the years now, I would say people are just lazy because. For us, most any information you want, if you take out your phone, type anything related to that information, you get
the information.
You get informed. Even when you go as fast, opening up a link, copy the link, send it to them, read from this link.
To get your information.
They will still come back with voice note asking you
a question related to the link.
I just sent you the link. Read. Because if you...
every time people ask me about school as well, Dami is the one I say, Dami, I want to, look, take this,
I have, this is personal experience. The same link. Bro, how can we get to Finland? What is the best way to go? Do you have a connect? There is no short connect. Nowhere.
No way.
You waste your money. You might not even see your money, anything.
Yes.
You only get here 3 months and you go back. And you not say they scammed. Nobody scammed you. You didn't read. You wanted to be lazy. Same link I sent to a few people.
I like that point.
Yeah. One person took steps.
To go through
that person got admission into 3 schools into Finland. 2 in the UK. What is your opinion? There's language barrier here. There's no language barrier there.
You just gave him the information there. That's what you know.
Finland is quite cold. UK is not that cold. Yes, I be your person. I did here. But I'm not sure for you.
You can't rely on me. I think it's very important to be honest to people, especially when it comes to information about what's going to happen when you get here. But, another question I would want to ask now, with the influx of students, foreign background students getting admission into these open universities and trooping in. Now, whose responsibility do you think it is to actually find the information for sure? Is it the person who's giving them the information from here, or is it the person who's coming to study? Because there are people whose line of business is to get you admission here, right? Like we've been seeing with many organizations or company, whatever the case may be. Yeah. But one will say, oh, you living in Finland, knowing very well that if somebody comes here, they have to study and finish. If they don't get a job, they will be sent back. You know all those, all the rules and all of those things. But yet, you advertise to the people because you know that they're vulnerable and they want to leave the country. They want to leave their country for a better place. Now, the general consensus is, whose fault is it? Is it the fault of the person who's been, hey, if I own a company, obviously I want to make profit. Hey, I have a school who will admit you, and once you come, you settle in. Maybe I might not feel the need to go into full details as to what you're going to face when you get here. As far as me, I get my money, you get your admission, and that's it. But, Dami, what do you think? Whose responsibility is it? And how do we what's the balance? Because I'm telling you, as we are in the new year now, we will see influx of students more than ever before.
They've already paid, they've done everything.
Some of them have gotten they've gotten the permit and waiting right now.
Sorry to jump in. It still goes back to laziness.
Of the people who wants to move in.
Your first contract, did you take your time to read every word? The first contract, the first international contract, I read it and I still couldn't believe the words because it felt too easy.
Yeah. You were like, no, how could this be?
But I was reading and
just want to be sure,
Yeah.
Like you read it from beginning to
end? Yes, because...
well, the football, he's talking about the football contract. It's
2 pages.
There are a lot of terms there.
So
and I agree with you.
You need to be sure. Because historically, we've heard people just sign with it, they don't know.
Yes, they end up signing a 10 years contract because the years of the contract is on page 4.
And if you claim to be a student,
yes.
If you claim to be a student,
which means you should more learn to know the yes.
Reading should be one of
very essential.
Even if you don't, I don't like reading, but when you switch to being a student, passing your exams requires you to read. So now, nobody. I like that. Nobody is telling you to read. Nobody is begging you to.
Right.
Now this is a examination of life. This is a life exam, a real life exam. Now, papers are put in front of you.
Right.
You append your signature. You refuse to read. You refuse to find out information relating to where you are going.
You just signed the contract.
But in this case, there's no paper for them to read.
Baba.
But I understand. Okay, they should find out. Because okay, let me make an example of myself.
Point when you finish.
I think the first time I heard about Finland was there was this tournament, Mikkel. I think maybe that one.
Yeah,
that was the first time.
Yeah.
And then maybe with Nokia.
Right.
So when I was looking for admission in 2012, so my target to them was Canada, USA, right? So I applied to like 3 places in USA, 1 in Canada, and then I was going through scholarship. I was just looking for scholarship, and then I found University of Olu.
He was going through. He's finding out. That means he's reading through.
It's like I had to dig.
So you made inquiries yourself.
Nobody told me anything about Finland. I didn't even know education there was free. So I made the research and I applied to, and then I got the admission. Blah 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 blah. Long story short, I didn't know it was free. So I was asking the lady, I applied for scholarship. Did I get it? She was like, "Don't worry, I'll send you another document on Monday." I was oblivious that it was free. So immediately I got the admission, and then the next thing you got the scholarship. The next thing I went to was Facebook, looking for Nigerians in Olu. So I got a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was a Nigerian that paid for me. So I got all the information. I was using BlackBerry. The person told me, don't come with BlackBerry because there's no BlackBerry
in Finland.
So this is me being inquisitive of what is
making
applicable there.
Yes, making inquiries.
What is that? So you know, it's not a blind thing. You just have to make I think I've made this example. Somebody sent me an email or a message on Instagram that his cousin got an admission to Finland last year.
Right.
I like, bro, this is the reality right now. I sent him links. This is the reality right now.
I think you showed me. You sent him links of where people are begging for food in Helsinki, where the government are kind of feeding
I said
people.
the best time to come to Finland.
Which is great.
The best time to come to Finland.
Great.
Was maybe like 5 years ago.
Let them see the real picture of what's happening.
Exactly. You know, as much as we want to blame the applicants, you know, I understand the direction you are going or where the question is coming from.
Right.
You know, as much as we want to blame the applicants, you know, there's something that you know in every business you just have to put some morals into it.
There should be some morality.
The end goal is not just making profits.
It's also to be a good.
It's just like somebody selling. I don't want to use the. I don't want to use GUN selling that. You know, okay, at the end of it, this is what this is going to do to people, and then. You know, there's a tag around you that, okay, you're selling things that causes violence or anything.
Right.
So, you know, the morals has to come into it when you're making this kind of businesses.
Especially when it has to do people with livelihood. I like that.
And people with children. You know, you understand, okay, this is the situation in this country right now. In the last 2 years, the unemployment rate, I think right now, Finland is at the peak
unemployment rate. Yeah, people who have lived here. The people who have lived here for years are struggling to find a job.
Yeah. So as much as possible that these people may not have made their research to look, okay, what is going on? You know, many people want to JAPA, want to leave the country.
They're just desperate.
That is on their own side. That's their fault because you still need to make that information.
Please, I like it's because all of this we're gonna be as we're advising those people. We're also sending a message out to people who run businesses like this. Please, if you are listening, listen to what Dami is saying. As long as we want to blame, we can blame whoever the case may be. Yeah. But everybody involved, these points are for you. You're home, you're making inquiry about, traveling abroad, whether student, whether whatever the case may be. Yeah. Please do your own research. Get information. Be sure. The one who is doing business, Dami, you mentioned, please continue your point, but I think the moral aspect you mentioned is very, very, especially when kids are involved.
Yeah, and these are your country people. These are people coming from your country. So you understand what they've gone through to come to this place.
Right.
You know, the payments they've made and
people do usually
people sold their houses, people collected loans.
Exactly, sell their businesses and all of these things.
Wickedness has no morale.
So hold on. I like what you said now. So we know the word that we can use. Now we know the word that we can use to tag the people that are into this kind of business.
Hold on a second. Listen, I wish you will echo that very loudly. Wickedness has no moral, and you should listen. Everybody, if you're at home, you're wherever you are, you want to migrate to anywhere. It might be the UK, it could be anywhere. No, there are people who are doing business. Once they are business focused, they want to make profit. There's no moral in wicked. Anybody that's wicked, they don't look at the moral side of things. Please finish your point.
People don't know wickedness is also strategic. People plan. Wicked people plan.
Definitely.
So wicked people are informed. So now he's using information he has.
Against using it like to make profit.
So he knows what he's doing. I'm not mentioning names.
Yeah. Well, like whoever the company is.
In that manner, he's strategic.
It's in the news. There was one in the story about Bangladesh, Pakistan, and then there was one in Calabar
about Nigeria. So
it's in the news. People, if you want to know about it, check the news.
Google these situations. And it's good that you mentioned that it's in the news, because what I realize is that people just tend to take advantage of people who are desperate.
Yeah.
Yes, your country might be in turmoil. You might even be in a country where there's war. You might be in a country where there's hunger. Maybe a country like ours, Nigeria, where there's a lot of instability and unrest and economic troubles. So people are looking for opportunities to move. Personally, I'm going to tell you guys a small story. When they announced me as the head coach of JAPA last 2 seasons ago, somebody, an academy owner, approached me. And he told me, he said, I have 2 players from Nigeria. I have 2 players. I want to bring them to Finland by all means. And I told him, I said, this is how it works. For a professional player, this is the minimum wage. Yeah. Clubs like this cannot afford it. Okay, I will pay their minimum wage for the season. Yeah. I want you to get me a 2 years contract. So the minimum wage is about 1,500. With their feeding, this, that, and the third, maybe 2,000. Yeah. They were willing and prepared to pay the money between 30 to 40,000 euros for us to bring those kids. Now, It's not about bringing the kids. I think I've had. I don't know if we had this discussion
we talked
before.
about it
The league in Finland is from April till October. Once you start, the day the league finishes, that is all. The club has no business. They are back to everybody is, even me, the coach. I'm back to my family. Doing my own thing. So now most of the the contract ends on the day that the league ends. So if you get your 1 year permit, today is January, it's gonna be till the end of the league, which is in October.
October, yeah.
The day the league ends. Your permit is ending on the day that the league ends. How do you get a new contract for the next season?
That starts maybe in April again.
That starts in the next year, April. But people will not explain this. Yes, I can get you a permit. In fact, most times they don't even look at the validity. How long is this permit that you're being given? So I think it's important, yes, some of these businesses are profitable. If I open an LLC today, traveling, I have connect, I can bring people to come and work and all of these things. Yes, you might have connections to schools, even to companies.
EJ, actually, the same thing is applicable with football as you
mentioned.
Yeah. The agents to football
players, yes. We have. You are right.
It's not different.
In the past few years, there's been situations where players have come and told us that, they were brought here by certain agents. They paid certain amount of money
to get here.
Now, after being here, I think some of them were here for like 3-4 months and then they got stranded. The permit is ending. Finishing, there is no football club to sign you, no apartments, nothing. Some of them squats with people. I think Peter might have accommodated a few guys in the past.
You cannot work based
on
you
can't work. Please explain that. Dami, explain that because this is also very important.
You can't work.
Every residence permit is
Please listen to this. This is very important. Yes.
Yeah.
So, for example, now if you come as a student. You can work, but you can work some hours.
Part-time.
But there are some special, let me say, field that you're working in.
Sports, you can only do sports.
In 2016, when I came, you have resident permits.
Right.
B. You can't do nothing.
Nothing with it. Yes.
I'm not a professional coach, so I cannot work and earn as much. The best I could be is kids coach, and you get paid per hour.
Yes.
They train twice a
2 hours a week.
They train twice a week. So where does that get you? 20 euro a week.
It takes you from your car from there to the Lidl
but
to buy.
I think these days it has changed. Even with your football permit, you can still work. But still.
No.
I think
No. If you have you have to change it. So these are the things. Because these permits are being updated every year. If a club brings you as a sports person, they have it on the permit. That's it's something, It's a sports person. Every field that you can work is related to sports. So even if you're going to work, it has to be something related to the club that has brought you.
Yeah.
So this is very important for people to know because a lot of people come, they have no idea. Yes, you want to leave the country, but please make inquiries.
And you don't even need to come to just Finland.
There are many other players, yes.
Instead of coming to Finland, maybe like 30,000, 40,000, you can go to, if you make your research, you can go to other countries. You'll be able to find a good ground to start. And the main thing is
minus 20 right now, by the way. Outside,
maybe now
it's
20, minus 23 in the morning.
Yeah, minus. You know what that means because maybe for Nigerians might not understand what that means. You are plus
50 degrees.
You
50
are
degrees
plus
difference.
Yes, you are plus 28 now. In my city is 28, 27 plus. So bring it down.
Minus.
All the
not
way.
freezer. This one is even colder than freezer. So no view.
It is cold as hell.
No, even to me, on the scale of preference, that maybe will be on number 5.
That's not that. Yeah.
Because when I was coming to Finland, like it's cold. I was like, Nigerians are there. I'll be. The main thing is for me to get there and survive. And so that is it. But another thing is right now there is no job. Even the people that are here already, they are struggling to get. Some people used to do 2 jobs and they are struggling to even get more jobs now, or even some don't even have. So we are not trying to scare people from coming to Finland or anything. But the main thing is the situation on the ground right now is not conducive, especially if you are coming with your family. If you want to come and be like, okay, please, come by yourself first.
Don't see how things are going,
and then you can bring your family. If you bring your family, children are not into this environment.
It's very difficult because now you need daycare for the kids, you need school for the kids, even if both of you want to work. I met a couple some weeks ago. Somebody had called me that there's this guy who needs a job urgently. there's been given a few weeks, to their permit or something. I don't remember the exact story, but it seems that their permit was ending in a few weeks. So he needed to get a job or they will be deported. So the person who called me was so, they were almost crying on the phone. So I went to visit them. I said, let me even see, speak to the guy. This guy told me that he owned a barbing salon in Nigeria. He has 3 permanent employees who are working Monday to Sunday. So for somebody to own a barbing salon where he employed 3 people permanently who are working all week, know very much that this is not a small barbing salon.
Yeah.
His wife, she's a trader. They sold their businesses, sold their car, sold everything because the wife had gotten an admission to a school. So now with the way the permit works, when your wife, if any of the spouse gets, all the family can come. Move. So instead of the wife coming to, see, they decided that because the person who allegedly whoever have brought them, have told them that, once you come, your husband, all of you come, your husband gets a job the following week. He will meet people on the road. Immediately they will take him and he will sign a work under and all of those. So they sold everything and then they came.
False dream.
This guy was probably older than I am. He was weeping. And he said, yes, people will blame them, but the truth of the matter is that nobody knows the conversation that they were having with whoever has arranged for them to come.
The so-called agents.
And that's where the problem comes. Because the conversation with the agent might be totally different. I've made the arrangement for you. Don't worry, once you come, you're going to start working immediately, this, that, and the third.
And the agents now, you can't beat him. If he doesn't want to pick his call,
bro. You know what? If this had happened maybe 7 or 8 years ago, 9 years ago,
it's possible.
I wouldn't have any problem.
Even
there were jobs.
Even 4 years, even 3-4 years ago,
5 years ago.
It's possible.
Because when you come, you'll be able to get maybe 6 months. It's at max 6 months you get something.
Right, you'll be able to find something.
You know people around and everything, or you have the Nigerian community or any other community. You know the people there.
Not now.
In 5-6 months you get something.
Right.
But now, man, you can go 1 year, 2 years without getting anything.
People
so that's
who
the
have
difference
been
now.
living here for years are struggling to find a permanent.
And then you need to pay another year.
Yes.
Accommodation
School
and all these
fees
things.
and all of those things. Please. So, saying all of this, I won't be a hypocrite and say, the country is bad. No, Finland is absolutely lovely.
If you can get a job, if you have a job offer from Nigeria,
just need to have it.
This is one of the best places to raise your child or your children.
Don't come here. Some of them might say, they told them that the government pays people to. Don't listen to false information. Get your information.
It's online. Every information is online.
Get your
Just put it online. It will come out. You get the links and everything. Even the latest law, you will get it online.
They update them every week or every month like that. Get the information. It's a beautiful country. It's a wonderful place. We have, many of us have decided to settle here because we're comfortable here. But you also need to be able to work.
Yeah, and if you put just some keywords on Google, Nigerians, Olu, you will see.
You will find
Nigerian,
all of
you
the places.
See some notable names of Nigerians in Olu.
Nigerians in Finland
who are doing something
that have presence online. They just send them a message and then to give you clarity.
Make an inquiry. All right.
Actually, that's what when I went to Leeds. That's what I did.
Oh,
so immediately I knew I was going to Leeds. So I Googled and then I was able to get a Telegram group, Nigerian
in Leeds.
It's Nigerian something.
In Leeds. So it took you there.
So I went to the Telegram group. That's how I got the daycare for JJ.
Wow.
I got the daycare and the
you
fees
ask
and
questions. And
that's what I did. No, but I didn't know anybody in Leeds. Bam.
And
online. I got the Telegram page. Wow. I joined the Telegram page. That's how I got everything. I got
the daycare and everything. Yeah. So you see, it's that simple. It's that simple, but people must take the step. People must take the step. Now, you want to say something, Peter?
I'm trying to. In as much as
so now we've let's remove the applicants now. We know they will share out of the blame.
Yeah.
What about the institution and the agent? As much as possible now, because we know the applicants may be some of them
may be ignorant
of
like I said.
So
wickedness is strategic.
Yeah, but I don't think all are coming from a wicked. Because now we also have to be realistic that every business wants to be profitable. My only problem with this part of it is that if I open an LLC today that has to do with bringing people to school, getting admission from the university and selling them, because I think that's what I think it is. I go to a school, approach them and say, listen, I have 20 students who are ready to pay your school fees, and you just give me the what do you call it when they take you in school? What's it called when you've been when they accepted you in school? Admission. You know, give me admission letter 20. I will pay your fee, everything, and they want, of course, the school is a business, so they want to do that. Now, back to the question that you asked: how are the schools supposed to vet? How are they supposed to vet this person who is coming to them, who is probably maybe? How are they supposed to vet?
The middleman, you can't blame the school.
There is no. How can there be a middleman?
The institution already exists. The institution has its rules.
I don't think the institution has any problem. Like I cannot point any finger. No. Personally, I can't point.
Personally, I'll point 5 fingers at the university.
At the institution.
Peter, since 2013, if anybody asks me about Finland, I'll be like, in Finland, no need for agents.
You can do everything online.
So you see now, it's the laziness we are talking about because the institution is already existing.
I want to see how they because he said he will point 5 fingers at this institution.
Even on school website, you see it. No, there's no agents. You see it on most of the universities. Yes. Go to the study portal. I can't remember there's a central for everybody that wants admission.
Go to the student study portal or blah 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 like that.
Do you know these universities now that these people are paying millions? You know it's free. It was supposed to be free, but they are now devising a new way to gain people from outside, and that's why they are using third party because they can't do it directly because it's free. So they're now devising a new way using a middleman to gain people. Do you understand? So they are that's why.
So directly or indirectly, are making money from the middleman too.
So they are making.
It's a profitable thing.
You know, if you want to go with the way it has been in Finland, by
the books. Let me not say by the book.
Admission to Finland, you don't need any third party. Avoid anybody that contacts me
most
from
of
Nigeria.
I always say, please say that. That's very important to say. There should be no middle when it comes to admissions to schools.
I just give
all
them the
information are online.
You get
you apply,
you send everything they pick you.
Do the exams and all that.
So these people now devise a new way for a third party that has never been in the according to the books in Finland.
Never been
for you to use a third party. Go to the study portal, the central,
it's
and
open for everybody. Open for everyone. So you just have to qualify, do the exams.
So based on this device method now that these people
collaboration,
now you can go to that same central portal to make admission. That everybody, you know. It's centralized. You can apply to 7 universities or 5 or 6, 7 universities using this central portal. So now you can't go through that way. They are now going through another way.
Like they open the difference.
So the institutional. So are they not capable to all these things?
Well, if I didn't know.
This is not applicable to.
Now I know.
Now this is not applicable to any of the universities. You know, we have universities and then
they applied universities.
None of the university.
I don't think they can. They cannot take. It's very difficult.
It's mostly from what is
open university and applied universities.
Do you know that these courses that these people are coming to outside of Finland, you can't use it.
Really?
Yeah. You can't use the certificate outside of Finland.
Splendid, that's true. It's a lucrative business. That's why they are doing it.
You cannot use this certificate outside of Finland.
I didn't even know that. I'm just finding out that now.
Wow.
Do you know? You cannot use the certificate
outside Finland.
Is it practical? No. You cannot use it outside of Finland.
Please, and this is very important because even I didn't know what he's saying now. I didn't know that you can. Please, for our listeners, because I believe we have a big group. You might have family, you might have friends who are,
withdraw earphone and
these certificates. You cannot use them outside of Finland. And me, I know very well because I graduated from one of the schools. Most of the courses, I don't know if it's all, most of the courses are being taught in Finnish. You cannot learn in Finland today and you want to be taking Finnish courses without going. We have been here for years, our Finnish is not fluent.
I'm just going to finish school now.
After
9 years living here.
See, so most of us that have been here, our Finnish is still very crude. Like we are still struggling to speak fluently. So please know very well that when you come, this application here, they come, tomorrow it will be rosy, you graduate, immediately you start working, they will give you, some of them, they will even tell them that the company will give you.
There are many ways to make money, but if you are making money at the detriment
of other people, especially
you're not different from a cocaine seller.
Nah, from a drug peddler.
Yeah, not because I don't see any difference because
yes,
you are putting people at risk. Children,
you know what the man that I told you earlier. Do you know what he mentioned to me? He said, "If they take me back, I'm going to off myself."
That's tough.
For a grown man,
he's already decided
to be crying and telling you that. He said, "If they take me back, he said he will off himself."
How many months?
He was saying this in front of his wife and kids.
Wow.
When he said, "I look at the wife," so she didn't. You can tell that they are at a very low. She didn't even react.
Imagine the kind of depression he has gone through for him to utter that out.
So if they take him back, he said because he has nothing else to live for, he said he will off himself. So these are things that people should understand. Some of these things, as Dami mentioned, business. But people's livelihood. There are some football players who came here some years ago. Some of them are still paying back debts that they used in paying people who brought them here. Is somebody saying that because why
are people paying 20K to attend a vocational school? Universities are literally cheaper. It goes back to
please.
Splendid. That's one of our brothers.
Universities are cheaper.
Why?
And then he gets international certificate
that you can use worldwide.
Recognized internationally.
If you come here and do professional nursing, you can use the professional nursing certificate
globally. Please listen. These are important keys. I know you will not find anybody. There's no podcast, no radio show that will tell you this.
That's why I say we
do not waste your money on vocational schools.
Because if he spits this kind of information, okay, you
pay this if you have 20,000 in cash. Euros in cash in Nigeria, you should be able to. I mean, if there's no sure way, like if there's no certain way of traveling, you should be able to do something with that money that you know that
I'm gonna paint this one.
They are baiting people to come. On their Twitter page, you see them putting Finland passports gives you access to 156 countries. And now, despite knowing now that they've tightened the law, even the rules to even get the passport.
For people who are even living here, who have been living here for years,
then you are putting it on your page.
Yeah, baiting people
that Finland passports gives access to 156.
So come and get the visa. You come today and come and get the visa.
See what Victor said.
Victor said, but you're not putting the new information that
they've tightened it. Now, Victor said something before I go to the
masters in software engineering at only only universities. 8,000 euros for 2 years.
You have high chance of getting a job with software engineering in Finland.
Even the resident permit is recognized.
Let me read that message again because people will not. Software engineering at the University of Oulu, 2 years costs you only 8,000. And if you get the admission, you are going to school. There's no
all the Nigerians I know that went to this. Matt mentioned all the Nigerians that went to software engineering or wireless communication. Either they are working in Nokia.
Yeah, Nokia or other software companies. Yes, making good money.
The extra 12K you use it to rent a house. If I can even pay for you and your wife, for you and your brother.
You can use that one to bring your
mostly during the summer they get internship. They can do internship with Nokia, do internship
with other companies. Yes, which is very lucrative. So it's very important. And I mean, thank you that you brought that point of the permit. Now we have to bring it back locally. Permanent residents as of January 6th. The Finnish permanent residents, Finland's permanent resident, for you to acquire Finnish permanent residence, you have to be fluent in Finnish. So the same, it's similar
permanent
to
resident, not even passport.
Not passport. From June the 6th, which is so it goes in effect on Tuesday.
Puhutko suomi?
Puhutko suomi, Femi?
Vähän.
So permanent residence from January 6th, which is on Tuesday, it goes into effect that you will have to. It's similar to the same law that they have for the passport, for the Finnish passport. So you have to be able to speak fluent Finnish. You will take language test. You have to have proper income. You want to say something?
Yeah. But if you have 15 ECTS, that's the credits from the university. From the university also. That I think I'm not sure if that is general, but University of Oulu, if you have 15 ECTS, that's fine. Good enough.
That's good. Okay, so for
15 ECTS in Finnish. So if you do courses in Finnish,
okay. So in Finnish language.
In Finnish.
Okay.
No, not in Finnish language. Any course
that you do in Finnish.
In Finnish.
Okay.
So for example, now I finished with English and Finnish.
Finnish.
So I use that as part of my the requirement. So
that you use. So
Wow. Splendid said wireless engineer at the University of Oulu is top 50 in the world.
Bro, this
You are a
world.
hot cake.
wireless engineering, they have blank check.
and it's only 8K
These
for
people,
2 years.
these people are already working on 6G, 7G.
Splendid.
These people are
Splendid.
8K for 2 years, and people are charging people for this. Or what do you call it? This is it open university? What do you call them?
I don't even know.
Yeah, the vocational
Vocational
school.
school. They are charging them almost 10K a year.
Victor,
So
go and open your own
With something that
agency.
you can't use
Spit out this
outside.
information.
I mean, Victor, you have this information. I think I think we are now owe it to people, especially people from our own home, home country and other African countries.
Okay,
I don't know how it goes.
Okay,
with
let
them.
me say this. You know, as Nigerians, we like that thing, that quick fix mentality. Okay, since it cost me 8K for 2 years, what about all of that logistics? Well, all of that logistics, we rent a house.
Yeah, but
for
if
you.
it costs the same thing with the applying
school fees
university.
and everything, 8K will settle it. Then to rent a house close to blah 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 blah, another 2K, blah blah. Then my consultation fee.
Yeah, but with that,
non-refundable.
I think you have you are able to work part time.
It's best to put it like that.
You can
so that
work
they know
part-time, isn't it,
This
Dami?
is what this person is paying for.
You can work part time. I mean,
Yeah, part-time, yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
so
Part-time,
I
yeah.
believe that if it was laid out like that, nobody can come and say you duped me or you took money from me. But like I said, wickedness is strategic and planned. They don't want to expose you to the real truth. And they make you pay.
They just
20K.
go on social media and tell you,
And they package it properly.
2 years permit. The way they advertise something, that they advertise the residence permit.
What are you
You'll
saying,
be
EJ?
wondering. You start asking yourself, am I living in the same country?
You know, again, information. If anybody contacts you now that, okay, so bro, my dad wants to send me to Finland. I want to
My
study
brother.
this. The next thing you do is you contact me.
Yes,
Okay, I know
that's
somebody
all,
that is in that.
every
Yes,
time.
yes.
For example, now, if somebody wants to do software engineering, I know, okay, this guy's in software engineering. The wireless, I know people in
Who are working in that?
MB.
Yes,
MB is
yes,
wireless.
but yes.
Well,
So I
Victor,
just need to give information.
if they do,
Find information.
You're a
It's very
consultant
easy.
now, accept the job.
If you are coming
Please
to do-
find information.
is
Find
online.
information.
Like Nigerians Olu. It's easy. It's easy.
yeah.
It's easy. Nigerians Olu. You see lot of things.
Online.
Okay, so there's another person. I will say the name, but this is the post. This is on Twitter, right?
Don't say the name.
I will say the name.
Yeah.
This was posted in late November. It's opening in January 2026. You can move with your family straight up, even for BSc program. No age limit too. Finland joined MSc and BSc. Application timeline for English taught programs.
DJ, one came. She only spent. She was not up to 6 months. The next thing, register for her to come to Finland. I'm like, you're not even 6 months in the country.
Total BDF, the total POF. I'm skipping. He mentioned a lot of things, but I'm skipping the last. I'm skipping to the last part. The total POF needed for a family of 2 or 3 is 26,400 euros. So this is the amount that they will collect from you to do permits. Get one. So and what they will do is that vocational school, they will get admission for one person because it covers for the whole family. They will get admission for one person. They are going to charge you 26. There is no accommodation. Please listen very well.
These people should be arrested.
There's no accommodation involved. There is no feeding. This 26,000. This is what.
Yes, there's no accommodation. There's no feeding.
No
there's no flight tickets.
A family
nothing.
of 3, they will charge you 26,400. This is fraud.
Victor, we need to open business.
Absolute fraud.
We need
if you're
repackage
anywhere,
our own.
please, Africans, listen to me.
Nigerians
especially because those are the ones that we are familiar with.
This one advertised coming,
Baba, send me that link,
coming
I
to
beg.
Finland.
Send
I'll
the
tell
link.
you how to come to Finland, blah, blah, blah. 35,000 naira. And she's not up to 4 months in Finland.
35,000 euros.
That was in November. No, 35,000 naira. I will teach you how to come to Finland, blah, blah, blah. She's not up to 6 months in Finland.
So basically, she's just using that 35,000 naira
And
non-refundable fee
35,000
to
naira.
cash out. Do the maths. If 10 people register,
with the way
350,
people
100
are desperate in the country, this person I'm talking about, she as
Only
at
6
November,
months.
she was just maybe 4 or 5 months in Finland. And then in Nigeria, you're asking people to pay 35,000 and you tell them how to come to the
Now,
country.
imagine how much, because the money is so
Wickedness
low.
is strategic.
Victor,
Yes,
we will.
you are right. So
Now the
that goes
strategy
back
is-
to what.
Yes, now, wickedness is strategy.
So according to the message now, this person have only lived there for 6 months. You don't even have the full information. Yet you want to charge people 35,000 to tell, not I'm going to get you anything, no, to
How to
tell
come to
you how to.
Finland.
So basically, what even I don't know if she offers a service, she will probably open the portal. give you the link to the portal where you can apply. Now, imagine that she gets with this advert, she gets 100 people.
That's 350.
200 people.
600K.
And this, when people see the price, they say, it's too cheap. 35, it's too cheap.
It's too cheap.
Oh, yeah.
With the way people are desperate to JAPA,
Actually, 35 is too cheap. My sister said she paid about 100K about 2 years ago.
For the same inquiry?
Yeah, for some kind of... I said, why? But I said to her this link, you even went as far as having 3 admissions. Why? She's in the UK now. She was one calling me.
Wow.
She had 3 admissions in Finland, 2 in UK. I said, madam, they go there.
She
did everything by herself. She did it like...
Eventually made
the
it
same link I sent to her.
You know, people
I sent to some of my friends. They keep asking you how much.
Every of my relation who asked me is the same thing. That means here, excuse me. I asked them, Dami, what is the student link? I'll ask I'll ask a few people that I know that I need. So what's the link for application? What do they need to do? Just go there. You say, I'll copy the link, send it to them.
The thing is, the situation in Finland, unemployment thing is going to change one day. When it changes, man, Finland is one of the best places to you can raise your children.
So
at the moment,
it is a beautiful.
At the moment,
yes, things are a bit rough.
You are going to take a long,
especially when it comes to jobs and stuff like that.
Going to take
but
a long,
you know what I wanted to say with your previous point, that means now, if we were to advise the institutions, being that we are from Nigeria, we live here, what should we say to them?
Do not use this middleman.
Do not use the middleman.
No, use middleman because I want to be a middleman now. But
you want to start scamming people?
No, not scam. And you know why? Most people like to be lied to. That's why they fall for it.
It's not profitable. And that's where the
I'm going to outline it now. Like Victor just said, it costs you 8K to study for 2 years. And you probably be a hot cake afterwards. So now, if I come out, if I create my own platform, now come out to tell you with 8K, you are going to be here studying.
Per year.
Yeah. It's for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years.
He said for 2 years.
No. 8K for 2 years. That's what Victor said. He's at least a student. He knows.
Yeah.
Though they give them scholarship.
Yeah. So
if you are,
but if you are good enough, that makes much more sense than whatever these people. Look at the message we read now. 26,000.
First of all,
26,000 euros. You know how much that is in naira?
I'm saying it on camera. I want to go and open my own platform now.
Will you be honest?
Yeah, of course.
Will you be wicked?
First, I'm not going to be wicked. Because
will you be evil?
Well, like you say, evil will continue to go on if good refuses to stand up.
But you know what I will say to that? This line of business is not. It's a business that if you don't have self-control when it comes to money, people in Nigeria are desperate. When I went back home some years ago, somebody brought his son to our house with his hand and said, "You see this boy? I want him to follow you to Finland. Any amount."
Can you imagine?
In front of my parents. And my dad looked at me and said, "Somebody say any amount and you're still standing. What are you waiting for?" But I told her, I said, you are well traveled. You should understand. And it's not that easy.
No,
so
it's not.
He's giving me the time. Even if I have a means to bring him now, will I also have a means to nurture him there?
No.
Will I be able to take care? If he goes and after permit ends in 1 year, and they send him back, or he's not able to sustain a job,
it will be on you.
It is absolutely going to be my responsibility.
Yes, no, it'll be carry and come.
It's going to be my responsibility. So, the amount of money they paid, now you have families back at home. And that's what I wonder with these guys who do these things. Do you know you've got families back at home? You've got people. So we have to be responsible.
Another interesting thing is, even if, let's say now, like I said, I'm going to open my own platform and I'm going to outline what your money is for. Let's say 8K for school.
It is not a profitable business.
Saying, it's not about profit.
It's a profitable business.
It's not you know why, damn, it's not a profitable business. If you want, like you just mentioned earlier, all these things are in the books. The school is free. But so what part does money come in?
My platform.
If you want to charge them for being
what you call platform with the vocational style. Though that one is in disarray.
That's what I'm saying.
But my own platform.
My
point is, even if I outlined it and say, okay, my consultation fee is 500 euro or 1,000, they say, it's too much. They will still go back to these vocational people that will make them pay 20K. When clearly mine is cheaper and mine is more secure. You see? Mine is more secure. They go to say, I'm overcharging.
You know why
them.
this line of work is a bit troublesome? See, a person, if a woman, let's say you get a customer now, a man, he gets admission. Most times people don't listen. You say, bro, when you are coming, because you are just getting admission, come only you.
Yeah.
knowing very well that his permit can cover his wife and he will not come only him.
Impossible.
EJ, there's a previous case that we are both out of. You remember?
Right.
That the guy collected money.
Yes.
The woman came to me. You remember they used to be in our
Yes,
church?
they used to be around us.
I
Yes.
told them the admission, you just go online. But they still went to pay this guy.
Yes, they went around. I still gave them
Is that not what I'm saying?
Yes.
Even when you
So
outline,
that's the problem.
you outline to them that this is the truth or this is what you have to do.
And you know
they want to pay somebody.
And you know
to
the
do
worst part of it is that if anything goes wrong, you still will be the painted as the bad person, because now nobody will understand how much information you give them, right? But let's bring that to a close. Our time is is past spent. But I hope to our listeners, to our friends, Africans, Nigerians,
there are a lot of information online.
Please, just
anywhere,
as Dami,
anywhere,
Peter, and
beat any
myself are
country.
saying, get your information. Whether it's education, whether it's job, whether it's sports, please get your information. There is no club that will sign you and say pay 15,000 euros. 20,000 euros for them to sign you. How is a club signing you and you are paying them?
You are paying the club.
Yes, if you are a real talent, they will sign you and sponsor you.
Man.
They will give you a contract, pay you. You come here, you're paying the club to come here, you're paying to play, and then at the end of the season, you're left stranded. The club will say, thank you for your service, bye-bye. They put pocket money, you are playing for 2-3 months.
gone.
It's gone. And your dream is gone. There's a boy from the north. I won't say his name,
Yeah,
but
we know
you
that-
remember
we know that
him.
case, yeah.
He's from my town where I grew up in. We spoke 2 days ago. The person who invested in this boy has spent 45,000 euros just within a year, where this boy is traveling from Sweden to Finland back to Nigeria. Now he's playing LLO. What's it called?
I saw
the
it.
NLO league in Nigeria.
I saw it.
All that money wasted. When he comes down and says, senior man, if there's any means to try, say, bro, if anybody will pick you, let them come and hold your hand from the field in your hometown and bring you abroad.
Based on your talent.
Yes, let it be about that. Don't ask anybody for, hey, is there any link? No, there's no link. Let them come and pick you. You're a good player. If that's what's going to be, it will be for you.
And this is a message also to our leaders in Nigeria.
Oh my God, please.
You guys, you need to step up, man.
Please,
You need to
help
step
help
up.
the
I don't
people.
get
You guys are
Help the
leading
people.
this kind
People
of
are help the
countries, and you know what is going on, and you move back. So you've experienced the good life here, the development, how to do things.
How stable things are
You
here,
need
how
to do the
peaceful
same
it is,
thing.
and all of those
Transfer,
things.
You just have to transfer the knowledge you've learned from this place. Make the country good and let people be comfortable with living in their own country.
That's very important.
There's no place like home.
That's very important. But that being said, now I wanted to bring it back to the residence permit thing that I mentioned. Please remember, for those of you who are applying, who are yet to apply, check the latest updates of the rules.
New rules now, man.
Check the latest updates of the rule. But also, there's a question that's been pondering in my mind about, the immigration and of course the lack of job. There's a situation now in the country where you don't have there's not enough jobs now. They're cutting immigration, but they also still need people to work. The workforce is shrinking. I don't know where I read it, but some months ago I did read that the retirement, there's a large population retiring.
Yeah.
So what's the balance between that? Because now the immigration laws are getting stricter, which is reducing people from coming, expatriates and stuff like that. People, of course, right now there are no jobs, but if you remember, there was like a year or two ago where there were so many jobs,
Openings,
but
yeah.
there were no
3,
people
4, 5 years,
there were no people to work and stuff like that. So I wonder, does that mean we should still be having babies every year?
Well, I think it's a worldwide thing. Workers are needed everywhere.
Right.
The more they work, the more taxes they pay. The system
To
is
keep the
run,
system up, yeah.
So you're coming to or going anywhere in Europe. If you're not of working age or you're not going to add anything of value to the system, there's no need. It doesn't matter if your work pays you the best.
How do you come to that how does one come to that realization that when I go to a certain country, I'm gonna add to the system? Like, how do you come
First
to that?
of all, Nigerians and Africans, we just want, might just come work. We already have that in mind that we won't work. It's not as if
because it's a thing of survival for us.
It's not as if we want to come here and don't work. We actually want to come and work.
Yeah.
So we actually want to come and work. So, and this is where the likes of these guys play on people's minds and their lives. They take advantage of your wants and your needs.
Your needs, your
They
desperation.
make you pay for it, and you get here. You don't. You now say, I go manage anything where they give me to. Meanwhile, it was not supposed to be so. To be honest, my last word for anybody is, no matter how good the package is, do your research.
Just research.
Like Dami said, that place that you are going to, try find out some popular people there, ask questions.
If Nigerians not there, they're not good.
Yeah. At least, well, there's no way in the world we know.
If you're Nigerian, you're going somewhere there, no Nigerians.
What are you going there to do?
Don't go there. That, this reminds me of a story when I was still playing back in the days, many years ago. We had gone to play Asian. I don't know if I've shared this story. We have gone to play Asian. I think I told you.
Is it Bhutan or
in
Myanmar?
Bhutan. This, going to Bhutan, you have to go. It's like behind the wall of China. So we took 3 flights. I was playing in India at that time. We took 3 airplanes to get there. When you get there, after 3 airplanes, we took a bus ride. 3-4 hours bus ride. Now, when you get to the bus terminal, we took a donkey. So the donkey has to, because the hill is too
donkey.
We took a donkey that will take us up, but there's a hill that anyone can find it above the hill. So then we drop. Then the bus will now take us from there to the hotel. We got to the stadium. We trained that.
Let me guess. Igbo man did here.
Bro, let me finish the story. You'll be shocked. Bro, we got to the stadium on game day. As they were doing the handshake and all of that. I just saw green and white flag on the sign. I said, no, hell, no way.
How?
I said, what? Green, white, green flag. They're like, the guys were like, walking. I said, in this country. Man. And then, at the end of the game, we went there to, chat with them. And these guys have been living there for years. Man. Working, enjoying their life. 3 airplanes from Delhi.
Wow.
3 hours bus ride, a donkey ride. I think the donkey ride was like 45 minutes or an hour or something like that because it's a high hill. And then a bus from there to the hotel.
Did you guys win the match?
We lost the
match. Because we got it
So we went there. The game was on Saturday. We got there Friday evening. So we only did small warm on Saturday. We played that game. Bro, that was one of the longest journeys I ever been. So as I said, anywhere you go, there are no Nigerians. As a Nigerian, pack your load and do what? And run. Before we end it off, we cannot finish this evening without 1 or 2 comments on the AFCON. One of the questions I'd like to ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, and from both of you, how organized do you think this AFCON has been? On a scale of 1 to 10, in your opinion? Of course, there's a conversation that I've seen online where people are saying it's one of the best organized, and then there's other conversation people are saying it lacks organization in some aspects and all of those things. But I don't know. I think the AFCON so far, I think Morocco has been good. I won't say excellent. I think they've been good, but on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, I have not really paid attention, but I know this.
You've not been watching, so they've not marketed it right.
I've been watching AFCON. But my point is, if it's organization, I think Morocco will get it right. But as exciting as Ivory Coast, no. It's not as exciting and hyping and
vibe and
as Ivory Coast.
That comes with,
and I believe
that
the
comes
reason
with
is,
typical black people. Like
no. I believe the reason is
I
believe the reason is this, because now there's divided attention between the AFCON and the leagues.
The other leagues.
So the timing also.
Yeah, but the league was on through the previous.
Yeah, but the timing, it's like, I don't know. There's something wrong about the timing.
But Ivory Coast was just.
I think it's just African. It's like just
that black
joy.
And the social media attention during that period,
it was.
It's 2 years after now, but 2 years now.
Memories of Ivory Coast
was
clouding.
It was very, very colorful, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
But organization, I was 8 out of 10.
Out of 10 for Morocco.
It's well organized.
I think it was very
well organized.
The timing, 4 over 10.
Yeah, the timing. Yeah.
So
it has been raining every day.
Do you guys support the timing of the game? You mean
the timing? Yeah. No. The timing
like
of
this
hosting
period.
it.
Okay.
It has been raining the last 2 weeks.
What month would you suggest? Because they're saying that it's too hot in the summer to play.
No. But we used to go for AFCON January. So what changed?
I think it was from some of the reports that I think it's a pressure from some of the clubs that the January is also a very hectic period because the transfers are happening and also it's a lot at that period. And some players are on the market. This was
so during HR Cup.
You and I know very much that
AFCON we know why. The thing is,
because Asia Cup
it's always
every 3 years or 4 years.
Theirs is 4 years.
But teams who win the Champions League will win it, regardless of who went to AFCON or not.
No,
and it's always
that
been in
affects
January.
a lot.
It affects a lot. Then don't buy African players anymore.
So what about the latest
What do you want me to
suggestion
say?
before I close?
Because
no,
these are
that's
excuses.
That's not possible.
These are
Well,
excuses.
now I think the weather is also a thing. The timing, there's no way it will be in our favor.
But January is
Most
still
of
the
our
best
players play
because
abroad.
mostly
They're
in
contracted
Africa,
with millions.
most
I
of
do
the
agree with that.
In most of the African countries, January is a bit chilly.
Yes.
So I think we shouldn't change it because
We should just keep it. What about a report came out where they were suggesting every 4 years instead of 2 years? What do you
it
guys
to be
think?
2, and then 4 years.
So they already
There have been a lot of opposition that why are we changing
the format. I think it's also to accommodate the European, leagues and the European tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, if it is every 4 years, I don't have any issue with that. But the thing is, it has to be in January. If you put Nations Cup in June,
It's
and you put it, let's say in Niger, Sudan.
No, it's impossible. Niger, Sudan, it's 44 degrees in Niger.
Imagine Nigeria hosting Nations Cup and you have to play in Kano.
My God. It was 34 degrees yesterday, 35 in January.
Qualify for our World Cup.
Yeah. Usually when we play the qualifiers,
they brought Angola to Kano.
Yeah, we take them to the
Our
north.
players
Where sometimes to Sokoto, 44 degrees, they can't breathe. But finally, guys, thank you very much for all those words. Finally, for your AFCON, the finals.
Morocco.
What's your prediction?
No, Morocco.
Who goes to the finals?
Man.
No, not the winner. Just give me your two. It's easier that way.
We are going to face Morocco if we...
For the final?
No.
Who goes to the final?
I just want to tell you from each of the knockout stages now.
No, who goes to the final?
Morocco, Senegal.
I like that prediction.
I don't think their paths will meet.
They are not. They're not on the same path.
So Nigeria, Morocco. Will
I think it has been orchestrated for either Morocco to play because Morocco will play Egypt next
Is South
year.
Africa in the same line as Senegal?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Egypt is on the
Senegal,
Moroccan
Egypt.
side, and then Senegal is on the South African side. So Morocco, Senegal for the final, and then Morocco to win it all.
And if they meet Senegal, no, I wouldn't be definite with that. Nah.
What do you think, Peter? What do you think, Peter?
Nigeria versus anybody in the final.
And who takes it all?
Amen.
Nigeria will win.
Nigeria to win. That's a patriotic. That's a patriotic man right there.
Nigeria will
I
win.
think Nigeria will get to the semi-finals.
No, the thing is,
This is my prediction. Nigeria in the semi-finals will be knocked out in the semi-finals. I see Senegal.
by who?
We're playing Tanzania. What are we playing?
The only two.
Mozambique. We're playing Mozambique. Obviously,
The only people that can knock
person we're meeting
Nigeria out
next-
is Nwabali and referee.
One-
TJ, after Mozambique, we are playing Morocco. If Morocco wins,
Yes. So that's the end of the journey. We get to semi-finals and we get
I
knocked
still
out.
think Morocco they will experience heartbreak.
So they will not get to the
Nigeria
final.
will do it.
Now, it may be in the final, but I just
So they're not gonna win it all. You said they were winning it. Okay, you said Senegal.
If
Okay.
they meet Senegal in the final,
Me, I agree. I think your final prediction is what I'll go with. To Senegal, Morocco. I can't really say for sure because Senegal will
but
be
there's
excellent.
possibility for Morocco to experience.
But
outbreak for
Nigeria, I think we get to the semi-final and then the goalkeeper makes an error and
My advice to anybody: avoid Nigeria because we're unpredictable.
avoid Nigeria. They can be a mess today and be stars tomorrow. But that being said, guys, thank you very much for your time. I hope we've been able to shed some light on some of the current affairs, that are happening. I thought we should come in and record this episode because this is something that is very much, happening right now. So it's important for people who are home, who want to migrate, who want to travel. Please, as you've been advised, make your own inquiries, do your own research.
any country,
Yes,
man.
make sure you ask questions. Check the groups of people who live there already. Ask questions, send messages so that you can get further information. All these people who are, come and travel, bring 1 million, bring 20,000 to travel. Please, before paying anybody to get you a permit, make sure you do your own research. It's important. Don't just pay people and then sit down and say they will go to embassy. No. Do your own research. Most of these things are free. But because you are lazy, as Peter said, you don't want to do any work, you don't want to do anything, put in the work, make inquiries, find out information, get people who live there online. As Dami said, you just put in the keywords, you find groups of Nigerians in Oulu, in Helsinki, in Tampere, wherever the case may be. If you're moving to the UK, you find groups of Nigerians in whatever city you're going to, and it's easy. You can find information by joining those groups. Put a question there, the people will answer you. So please, Do your due diligence. And I'm sure.
One last contribution.
Please.
When tuition was still free, so I was giving somebody the information about coming to Finland.
Right.
Go and do IELTS. The first thing, go and do
IELTS. Yes.
Yeah, I say they runs down. And that was the last time. And that was the last time. Now that was the last time we chatted about that.
That's the mentality I was talking about. They just
like, no.
They just
He
want
was
the package,
advising
so
somebody to take the IELTS exam, which is the first
which
thing
is
that you
basic,
must do.
just do the
which is
IELTS
basic.
First. And the person asked him that they run some, which means that is there a shortcut to get it instead of him doing it?
Though the best done JAPA though.
He did still
He know
JAPA, and
finally
he
do
probably
the
runs
IELTS.
it. And that's where the lazy, I think that's
as
part
I said,
of the lazy.
that was the last time we chatted about that.
I think that's part of the lazy thing that you mentioned. But hey,
go.
make use of the information. Make use of it. Thank you very much, Mr. P. Thank you, Dr. Dami.
Always a
Any
pleasure.
final words? Any final words? Please plug in your sport thing. You've been doing very great with the updates on sports. Plug in your sport pages so that we can.
Sports Perez on Instagram.
All over, on TikTok, everywhere.
I have a problem with DNA. You are messing up my life.
Please, DNA, fix it.
DNA. Do something.
DNA, that's the service provider, right?
Yeah.
Please, DNA, please
I can be on live like people are not. I'm just talking to myself.
Please don't shadow ban. Is it shadow ban they call him? Don't shadow ban Peter. No. The provider cannot. Maybe it's a network. But that also might be that you need to change your phone to an Apple phone.
Actually, this one, DNA, any one of them, come and sponsor us.
Please, we need sponsors. DNA, at least all of them. You know, we need more sponsors. Thank you very much, my guys.
If you have businesses in Finland also, and you want people to know,
please. Oh, that's very good.
Podcast,
please, before we close it out, for those of us, please, in Africa, whatever community you are, you have your business, you want to promote it, you want us to shout you out. Please contact me, ejspodcast@gmail.com or EJ's Podcast on Instagram, on all social. We can put it on the screen for you to see it. So please contact us. We'll shout you out.
But we know the promote consult, education consult.
No educational consultants because that's not the business I wanna. We don't want to put those lights on those people. We want people to actually find the information themselves. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And before I close it out, once again, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Olum Podcast Studio. Thank you for always accommodating us. This episode was powered by and sponsored by Olum Podcast Studio. Oscar Alverlin, our engineer. Thank you very much. And on that note,
this year, only 2026.
Come on. This year, only 2026 is happening, of course.
Louder.
In fact, our engineer works heavily in that, so there's going to be a lot of things happening in Olu 2026. And Olu 2026, they've actually been very great to us. Some of the events that we organize, you know, the Africans in Olu that we organize. And maybe it's a good thing that we should start talking about diasporans in Olu. We do have a World Cup that we host, you know, for all nations, for all countries.
Nigeria.
It's a free World Cup tournament. So
it was rigged.
Maybe it happens. I think it will happen in July, right, Dami? Dami is, you know, one of
July,
the
at the peak of Olu 2026.
Yes, we're going to host it. And I think the last time we brought about maybe 500, 600
more than
people.
800 people.
800
more than 800 people.
So please, and we need support. We
more
need
than
sponsors.
200 footballers and 800.
Please, look out for us. And for all the local businesses, please.
Nigeria will win it back to back.
Patronize them. On that note, I'm out. EJ's Podcast. Let's go. Come on, guys. EJ's Podcast. Let's go.